Welcome back to the channel. It's me, your boy, Ben the Ripper. And I know what you're probably saying. Where have you been this past few months? Well, I really have no excuse. I really don't. I just been procrastinating, to be honest. But hopefully, I will upload more often. Anyways, that's the point here. Welcome back to a new What If. Yes, a new one, because I can't finish my other ones, because yeah. And I'll try to finish them. I'll try anyway. Next one should be What If Deku Had a Dragon Mane. That's the next upload. But as you can see, this is not a My Hero Academia What If. This is a What If Izuku, or what if Izuku, see? What if Goku, what if Xeno Goku was Goku's twin brother? Okay? You're probably like, what? And was this confusing? Yes, I know it's confusing. But I thought it would be interesting. And pretty much we're just gonna get started. So, we start at Planet Vegeta when two with a man and a woman named Bardock and Gina, they're seeing both of their sons in the pod, in the capsule, you know, and both are born. Uh, what was it? Kakara is born with a power level 1. Both of them are born with the same power level. That's not really going to change too much, but for now, there will be a difference, obviously. So, pretty much nothing from that changes, and we're just gonna go into the story. They get sent to Earth, but Barda goes planet. So pretty much nothing else that too much change. Everything goes pretty much the same. They land on Earth. Oh, by the way, Xeno Goku's name will be Beat. That's his name. So so that's his name, Beat. But they land Kakarot and Beat land on Earth. They both get found by Grandpa Gohan. But their names, they both get well. They both get hit in the head, but Xeno Goku and Goku kind of there's a difference because wow, it mellows them both out, but this is where they're gonna both diverge in different ways. You'll see as they grow up. So Grandpa Gohan calls Goku Goku, so Son Goku, and we're just gonna call him Zeno. So Zeno, that's gonna be his name. So Son Zeno and Son Goku. You know what? We just roll with it, okay? Because I didn't really think of a name. Maybe I could find a better name for him. Let me know down in the comments down below. But if you like Son Zeno, you know what? It will get less confusing. So Zeno, Goku. I mean, y'all know what I mean. But anyways, they're both pretty much nothing too much changes at the beginning, except that their power levels will be higher. And Goku, regular Goku, is a little bit more smarter than he was in canon. Not by much, but he's still is a bit more less naive thanks to Zeno, because he's been there. And well, with Zeno Goku, he's been more smart, and I'm saying he's like more mellow out than more serious, more thinking stuff, less naive, or way less naive than. It's kind of like what would I put him as? What would his personality be? Because he's still pretty much Goku. The second like Goku, except he's more serious. Kind of like Vegeta, to be honest. Yeah, he'll be kind of like Vegeta. I think that's his personality. Like he likes to fight, but when it's time to get serious, like he'll get serious. So your boy Goku, you know, turns So they're both they're power level because when he had a power of 10 when was it so so Xeno and Goku well go at the in the original timeline Goku's power level was at 10. So this time he has his sparring partner. Uh, I would say Goku's is at a 80, just to make it a round number, and Zeno is at 100, because Zeno's gonna be slightly stronger than Goku, because he's the main character of the story. So Demi Bulma, uh, all pretty much except Goku, Demi Bulma, basically they meet each other, but Goku doesn't act like how he did in the canon of Dragon Ball because of Xeno. Being Xeno will not let him because he will smack him in the head. But anyway, they both agreed to accompany her. So that pretty much everything in Dragon Ball kind of goes the same. Well, not kind of, um, because pretty much everything goes pretty much the same except with Xeno being there. Um, onto the fight with Yamcha, the first fight with Yamcha, that's different because well, not as different, but it's a bit kind of goes not really goes the same. When Goku fights him, it pretty much he's hungry, so he does get beaten. But Zeno beats Yamcha. Now he beats him barely, but he beats him because he's also hungry. But the first arc pretty much goes the same. Is oh, actually no, they go when they're trapped. Oh, it's only who who sees the moon, and he turns into a giant Ozaru. Is we killed Grandpa Gohan, and now he has to live with the fact. This will come back later. Everything pretty much the same. Here's the Dragon Balls. Nothing really too much changes except the fights are pretty much a little bit on Goku's favor. Nothing too much changes. They meet Master Roshi, they train, they meet Krillin. All three of them become best friends. They kind of curve stomp the Red Ribbon arc. The Red Ribbon arc, to be honest. Um, the Goku meets Chi, so that's not gonna change. So nothing too much changes to be honest. Except like the fights are a lot more easy with Xeno being there. They train with Roshi, they which push their power level higher. They go to the tournament. Except in this tournament, it's what were the power levels of in the first? Hold up, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So it's at two. So, so they increase the power level by a bit. Actually, that it'll be more to be honest, because both of them are there. So you know what? We'll solid with another 100. So Xena goes to 210, and Goku goes to 1. one 180. So their power level is big, and pretty much they fight against. The tournament goes pretty much the same except Xeno beats Goku, and then Jackie Chan beats Xeno. They both are in the value realizing there's always someone stronger out there, which motivates them. Then the Red Ribbon Saga pretty much kind of goes similar, except they kind of cursed up the Red Ribbon Army more than Goku did. They beat Tao pretty easily. So next is the Mita and Shenhan, so they train again. The power level increases now. So Goku's at 300. No, Senna goes to 300 and no, and Zeno. I mean, and Goku goes to. He was at 180. You know what? He goes to 250. So those are the power levels, and they pretty much they they go they beat pretty much they beat Goku beats Shenhan, and then Zeno beats him. So Zeno is the world martial arts champion. Then the King Piccolo arc, which to be honest, they kind of pretty much Krillin does die. They both get angry. They go both after Tambourine and oof, they curse stomp him. Then they go against King Piccolo, and so pretty much a solid fight. Piccolo does put a good fight against them because he saw trickery and stuff and all that, and pretty much kind of goes into canon except unless they're a little bit less injured. A little bit less injured because Senna being there and then being slightly stronger. But Dragon Ball is pretty much is a pretty they're pretty much they do okay. They're still pretty injured, but not as bad as in canon there would have been. But then they make that whole through King Piccolo, but then Piccolo spits the egg out, and my junior comes. So the 3 year time skip. What has happened in those 3 years? Well, they go up to Kami. They're like King Piccolo, but he's like I'm not his other half. They're like, oh, so he was telling the truth. So Kami explains that he spit the egg out, and in 3 years. So the 3 years, what happens during these 3 years? Well, they trained. So now, oof, 3 years of training, hardcore training. They're gonna, well, not hardcore, but it's still training. Ooh, where would I put her level? 3 years. Um, should I double it? You know what? I'm gonna double it. So Xenogoku would be 600, and Goku will be at. Let me see. 560, right? That's correct. I think I'm wrong. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, you know what? Let's say 560. So he's pretty much like a little bit behind Goku, but that's the parallels. Um, Piccolo doesn't really change that much. Uh, but what Zeno does, well, when they went to the communist lookout, the communist like, oh, in order for me to restore the moon, I need you to like get rid of your tails. But Xenogoku is like a little bit less keen, so he doesn't do it, but he promises he will not look at the moon. So during these 3 years, he trains to maintain uh, control, and after a while, he he knows friend from foe. So he knows friend from foe, but he still hasn't mastered it yet. But he knows friend from foe. They do go to the time chamber. I guess they last a little bit long. I think Goku didn't even last that long. So they last like 2 or 3 months. So like what, one day equals, well, 2 months for the 2 or 3 months they will last, and they they get a ticket. So that's their training. Don't worry, they'll get more stronger in the end of the line. But you know now where so it's time. They go to the martial arts tournament. They're still showing off. This is basically the outfit he's wearing now. It's the outfit your boy Xeno Goku's wearing. Goku's wearing his regular Goku outfit. So they meet up with everybody in the tournament. They reunite, they hang out, they face off against my junior, and pretty much they curse stomp everybody. And this time it's Goku, the whole Goku and Chichi thing happens. They're gonna end up married. Xeno doesn't have anyone, but I'll let it for another time. Xeno, basically Goku defeats Piccolo very easily. Well, he struggles a bit, but he eventually beats him. And Zeno again becomes world champion. And you know what? Let's get into Dragon Ball. We're just gonna get to the beginning of Dragon Ball. That's where we're gonna. I mean, at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, when right before Raditz arrives, or when Raditz arrives, but we won't get into the fight yet. So it's been 5 years. So in those 5 years, the gap between Xeno Goku and Goku will become a bit bigger because unlike uh, so Zeno has says where Grandpa Gohan lives. The house is bigger, but he really hasn't gotten with anyone. So he's on his own. Bulma is Bulma. Will they get together? Will they not? Actually, they're not. Not this. Not they won't get together. Um, but she does. He does. They are like best friends, basically. So he does chill sometimes over there, but they're not. They don't like each other like that. But he does live where Grandpa Gohan lives. He stays there. Goku, building his family, and he does go and visit Gohan and Chi and all of them. So where is everybody at? Well, Krillin will be at, what will he be? You know what? 260. Tien will be 300. Uh, Yamcha will be at 200, and Chaozu. Eh. Piccolo will probably be at 900. That's where his power level is at. You know what? Oh, it is Piccolo. So you know what? We'll chuck it to 1,000. Goku, 5 years of training. Uh, what was his power level? 560. Let's see. Let's check his power level to 2,000. That's Goku's power level, and Zeno will be 3,500. Mainly because Zeno has a lot more time to train, and Goku's been trying to just his father and being and training. But also that's what it's gonna be. And this is where I'm gonna leave it off. I know it's probably like you skip through a lot to because yeah, it will fix some things, but it wouldn't big that much of a change. Dragon Ball Z is another thing because this is where the changes do start to happen a bit more. Now, I have 3 questions. Um, who do y'all want Xeno Goku to end up with? Personally, for me, you know what? I'm gonna check this idea out there. Should I make Android 21 canon? I always say she'll come back with when the androids are there. So should I make Android 21 canon, or should I just do with other? There's a lot of options. You know, Goku's with Chi Chi. That doesn't change too much. Um, what's it called? So everything's pretty much canon. But who should Zeno end up with? Y'all got any suggestions? Leave it down there. If y'all want 21, just comment. Y'all want 21. If y'all want someone else, y'all can comment that too. Y'all so let me know who should he end up with. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna leave it up. I hope y'all enjoy. Oh, one more thing. Should you know what? Never mind. Um, but I hope y'all enjoyed. Your boy is out.